So product add-ons. In our 4-pack of nuts and our 3 packs of fudge, those are actually products. They're simple products, and those products they have product add-ons added to them is what that is. And so let me go ahead and explain the difference between a variable product and a product add-on. A variable product will have variations. Okay, and there's variations from that product, and in those variations, that may change the price. It may do any number of things when choose that variation. It can change the weight on that variation. It can change the SKU. A product add-on is what that does is that allows a person to, like, say, take a base product and add something onto it. Okay, let's say they take a base product, let's say it was a 2-pack of fudge, but if you wanted to add one more pack of fudge, they could do that and it would add $2 to the price. Okay, you could do that with a variable product, or you can do that with an add-on product. Now, we're using add-on products in this system because we're using it for kind of a bit different than their intended purpose. An add-on product won't change the overall price of the product, but it will add to the price of the product when you add something onto it. Or it doesn't have to change the price at all. It can just be something the person adds on the product or a choice that they make about the product. And then it will specify what that is. And in here, what we do, since we can't in any way, shape, or form in a variable product tell the person, okay, well, we're going to give you a 3-pack of this. Now I need you to go ahead and, we need you to select what types of fudge that you want. There isn't a way to do that with a variable product, but there is here with product add-ons. So now that I've taken this back to a simple product, let's come over here and let's actually change this to a test pack product. So we're going to do, we're going to do a 2-pack of fudge, and we're going to do it for $7. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change this price to $7, and then I'll just leave the URL, the SKU the same, doesn't matter there. Now I'm going to come down to add-ons. Okay, I have no add-ons here on this, and now I'm going to click a new add-on group. I can choose between checkboxes, radio buttons, all of these. I'm just going to choose a select box, which is what you're seeing right here. This is a select box, and this is what I want. I want a little drop down that people can go ahead and select, because if I have a whole bunch of choices, it's not going to take up a whole bunch of room. If I use radio buttons or checkboxes, all those choices are going to show up, and if I have more than one thing it's going to select, it's going to make that product really, really long. I don't want that. So I'm going to choose a select box. And I'm going to go ahead and give the group name. I'm just going to type selection 1. And then I could give the group a description if I wanted to, but I don't need to go ahead and give the group a description. Is this a required field? Yes, the person must choose this. If they don't choose it, then it doesn't. Then they won't allow them to go ahead and put the product in their cart. So now that I've defined it as selection 1, I made it a required field. Now I need to go ahead and give some options. What are they selecting from? So let's go ahead and click on New Option and that label. Let's go ahead and say I'm going to give them a choice between the most, let's say, 3 common types of fudge. We have chocolate. This isn't changing the price, so I'm going to leave that blank. I'm not going to do anything to that. And mind you, when I say option price, that is just going to add to the base price. It's not going to change the price of the product. So for instance, unlike a variable product where that completely alters the price of the product, this is only going to add to that base price. So if this was something that a person was going to add onto a product, and I wanted to add an extra $2 to that price, this is where I would define that. But if it's not going to change, if it's not going to add to the price at all, then I just don't put anything in there. So I go ahead and put chocolate, and then we'll choose chocolate walnut, and for one more option, let's go ahead and choose creme brulee. That just sounds delicious. Okay, so now that we've got this add-on group defined, I'm going to go ahead and undo this. I'm going to click another add-on group. Tell it select box. This is going to be selection 2. It's a required field. And I'm going to go ahead and give 3 options. And we're going to do the same options that we did before. Chocolate. Oops, sorry, capitalize that. Chocolate walnut. And creme brulee. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and come up here and update our product Just a second here to go ahead and update. Now that I've done that, okay, now that is, believe it or not, all I need to do. So now I'm going to come over here and refresh, and now we're going to see that we have two selections here, selection 1 and 2, and they're denoted that you have to pick a selection because we got this cute little red star right here. So if I don't pick a selection and I click add to cart, then this is going to give me a message. It's going to say, no, 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 I'm sorry, but selection 1 is a required field. Okay, so I go ahead and choose chocolate. All right, let's try to add it again. Now this is going to give me another error message, and it's going to tell me, no, 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 selection 2 is a required field. You need to select that. So then I select chocolate walnut. Now it will go ahead and let me add it to the cart. So while we're in here, let's say that if instead of having this as just a 2-pack, you wanted to have the option of a 3-pack, okay, and let's say it would add $2 to the price. So I'm going to come over here, come to my product add-ons. I'm going to go ahead and add a new add-on group, make it a select box, and I'm going to call it the bonus fudge. Not going to make this a required field, okay? Group description, right here, we're going to add an extra cup of fudge for only $2 more. Okay. Options down here, we're going to go ahead and have our same options as before. Say chocolate. Here we'll have chocolate walnut. And down here we'll have creme brulee. Okay, these are going to add on to the price $2. And I need to define that in each one. Okay. Now let's go ahead and come up here and click update. Now let's come back and take a look at the product. Now I have two required fields, selection 1 and selection 2. And they don't add anything to the price of the product, okay? All right, so selection 1 and selection 2. I'm going to go ahead and choose chocolate walnut and creme brulee. Now, here we go, bonus fudge. Add an extra cup of fudge for only $2 more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose just a chocolate there. Okay, now all of a sudden this changes. I get an options total and a grand total now. See this? Okay, I can add that to cart, going to be fine. Now, but if I don't select this option, unlike before, I can still add this product to the cart because it's not a required option. So you see, you can have a product where you go ahead and have certain selections that are required that don't have any effect on the price. And then if you want to have something else you want to add, you want to add an extra cup for a couple of bucks, you can go ahead and define that and just make sure that you don't define that as a required option, and it'll go ahead and let it go through to the cart without it being a required option. So now let's go ahead. I don't want those actually in that product. I want to go ahead and get rid of those. So I just come up to Product Add-ons and I just click remove, and I remove all of those add-ons. Come back up here, update the product, and when I come back out here into the front and click to refresh the product, you'll see all of it's gone, and now we're just back to a standard simple product that we had before. One thing you will notice over here, now that I have items in my cart and I'm on a WooCommerce page, I actually see my cart. I can click view cart or go to checkout. And the cart is, as I said, a very simple and direct shopping cart here. And you will see, of course, you will get the Facebook over here, and you'll get a nicely formatted cart where people can add products and delete products at will. So anyway, sorry, I guess I kind of got off track there. But that is how you go ahead and add product add-ons here in WooCommerce.